So let's take a look at the new calendar so we can give you guys kind of a rundown of expectations through this month. Battles with Fjorm. Lol. So this is our new calendar coming up for the month. I think you can set your expectations strongly on how you want to kind of play. Like, how to save orbs, what kind of team comps to build, how to prepare for certain things coming up. And I'm glad they're releasing calendars more consistently. This is really good for us as players to kind of predict what we want to go into. So first of all, the closest thing coming up is Battles with Fjorm. Lol. Okay, these obviously are just going to be quests that involve you using Fjorm on maps. I don't know. I think we had a quest similar to this, maybe like when she came out back in like November. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just free orbs, stones, probably maybe some coins and that kind of stuff. Nothing interesting. My Fjorm's already at max hero merit, so I kind of feel bad about this, but at least we'll have some usage for Fjorm again. Okay, so then after that, we have the new Tempest Trials coming up pretty quickly, actually. It's only like 4 days from now. Maybe this is in PST. Yeah, it's in PST, so I guess it's 5 days from now. I hope I can pull at least Hector Berlin by then, because I know what sort of shenanigans are going to happen here. 40% bonus units are basically always going to be... It's going to be all 4 seasonal units, I guarantee it. And Elwood's probably going to be the 20% unit. So I kind of need one as well, just to like conserve my stamp potions as I push for 10k feathers again. This is probably an okay reason to pull on the seasonal banners if you're low on stamina pots, because the difference between 20% and 40% is you waste 1 extra stamina potion for every 5 that a normal 40% player uses. So you're always kind of like trying to play catch up, and it's kind of annoying. So yeah, I mean, Hector's definitely worth pulling by himself. So if you're gonna pull on the seasonal banner, you might as well do it throughout the month, especially as we approach the Tempest Trials, where I know that they're all 4 are gonna be on there as seasonal, which kind of sucks. It would catch me by surprise if actually they didn't do this. If they didn't put all 4 seasonal units as 40%, I would be pleasantly surprised. Followed up, we got special maps, Shadow Dragon. So I'm guessing this is like the Camilla maps, except we're gonna get Shadow Dragon. This is based off the DLC in Fire Emblem Warriors. It's pretty much free orbs. We'll see how it compares to the actual training maps now. But other than that, it's probably just orbs, more orbs, whatever. And then we start going into more interesting things. So it's like summoning focus, new power, new hero summoning event. This summoning focus 219 seems to be the end date for the movement skills, I believe. Yeah, it is. So as soon as this banner ends, then we got the new power summoning focus. And this is likely to be the new units that got the refinements. So you can expect Sheeta to be on this banner, you can expect Raven to be on this banner, you can expect Felicia to be on this banner, and maybe even Hanoka on this banner. I don't expect Falchions. Falchions are going to be over here. So yeah, new power here are just going to be the units that have received new power, right? So if you liked any of those units and you want to work on their merges, then this is a banner for you to work on merges on those units. Or if you still need like Hone Flyers from Hanoka, or you don't have Hanoka, like in my case, I won't be pulling on it because she's not like waifu or anything. Like I get if you want to work on merges, especially like Asakurta in chat is our resident +10 Hanoka expert here. New hero summoning event. So this lines up perfectly with Grand Hero Battle question marks. We have no idea what's coming up after. There's only 2 banners right now, which is kind of interesting. But more importantly, we don't know what to expect coming up now for the new banner. And this could be anything ranging from, in my prediction, my estimate, my guess is likely going to be either finally a Thracia banner with Leaf and friends, which to me means nothing because I don't have any sort of relation to these units, so it would be an easy skip to me if Leaf and friends show up on this banner. It's an easy skip, basically. Now, if they bring in maybe more Awakening or Fates units on a normal banner, that's what I think could also happen, because now that they finally phased out the Fates and Awakening seasonals with the current banner, seasonal banner, it means that they might open the door to be releasing some Awakening and Fates children, or Awakening and Fates units that aren't in the game. So like Sumia, Kellum, for instance, from Awakening, From Fates, you might have something like Rena. Maybe they'll finally release a bow archer flying, but I don't know. That's probably a long. That's probably not going to happen. More like the niche stuff. Maybe they'll actually release beasts. If they release beasts in this summoning focus, that could be really likely, actually. I mean, they're really high in demand if you looked at the voting results. But either way, no matter what it is, I'm not really going to be pulling on 3% banners that aren't seasonal, right? The only thing I pull on my main account when it comes to pulls are basically seasonal banners. With 3% rates and legendary banners and Hero Fest banners, which is kind of ironic because if you guys have seen the results of my previous legendary pulls and Hero Fest pulls, they weren't all too great. I mean, it's still the best value I'm going to get out of my orbs, even if I sometimes get screwed over, so whatever. I'm not going to be riding the hype on new heroes. I think for seasonal, I'll probably going forward pull on first day. I just don't want to be pulling on every single banner that comes out. One, it's not financially a good idea. Two, there's just so many units I don't care about at all. This is good for me because I cared about Hector and Lynn, and like I like these units. Elwood, Lilina, they're cool. To me, they mean something. But most new units that come out going forward aren't going to mean much to me. There are a couple exceptions to this rule. I mean, I like Noir from Awakening, Tharja's kid. I like her. There's probably a couple more Awakening and Fates characters that I like that I might consider rolling on, but in general, I'm not going to be excited by new 3% seasonal banners, especially since they'll be in the permanent pool anyways. So at some point I'd get them as a pity rate break, hence Olwen showing up today, and Lucas apparently. That's the second Lucas I've gotten as a pity rate. I never rolled for him when he was initially a unit. And Elwyn, again, I never got her up till today, but I knew that eventually I was going to get her through a pity rate break. So it's kind of like my rolling strategy, right? Permanent units in the permanent banner, they just show up at some point unannounced. And why should I waste my orbs on their first day when I could get them a couple months down the road, especially if I have no relation to them. Even if they're great quality units, I just don't feel like they're worth spending orbs on. So hopefully some of you guys understand my mentality behind this. I won't be summoning day one on new heroes, but when it comes to seasonals, legendaries, and Hero Fest, you could probably see me doing it from time to time. So they seem to have a voting gauntlet here at 25. They haven't announced what it is, like what the voting gauntlet's going to be on. See if there's question marks and such. So I'm guessing that this voting gauntlet is just going to be related to whatever the new heroes are going to be. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not too excited about voting gauntlets. It's always just a bunch of feathers for me. At least I'll get like Crom merges out of it. Grand Hero Battle Revival Arvis. Yes, because I've killed off all my Arvises. So there's another defense play to show up. Good stuff. Summoning Focus Falchion. That is like the easiest skip ever, but it's not necessarily the worst banner ever because you should have good rates of pulling 5 stars on this banner, especially since reds show up so often, and if 4 reds show up on a focus banner, it's likely you'll get a lot of 5 stars out of it. But the problem is like you just can't really target or snipe anything here. So if you're happy with getting like any of the Falchion users, then it'd be a good banner to roll for. This is likely like some sort of debate to get people to roll for Alm because of Alm's buffs. So be careful, guys, here. Don't be targeting Alm on this summoning focus for Falchion. Just be careful. I know this is almost a month from now, but I wanted to give my advice on you today. Grand Hero Battle Revival Zephyr. This makes sense. He did get his buff recently, so, I mean, encourage people to use him, right? Then they have another new heroes summoning event showing up after the previous one. What I really like about this is that they have actually produced content in advance. We're not going to get into any sort of droughts like we did the past couple months, especially last year at the end of the year. So in general, I'm quite happy with this schedule. 3 heroes quests. I don't think we know what these are yet, but it's probably units that we haven't gotten as free heroes yet. Blessings for free. Overall, I'm pretty happy with all this. This is obviously a fodder banner, 4-star and 5-star heroes. So we'll see what that ends up being. It's probably going to be units with decent fodder on it. Again, it's not really a banner you should summon on. Overall, that's what I think of the calendar. I'm pretty happy with the results because they're finally not letting content be dry.